Hi Libra, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Libra, we're diving into the Fae this week. We're going to see what energy you've been working with in terms of fairy energy around you. So actually, I'm just thinking about it. It's kind of like going from a very cosmic style of reading last week with the Starseed family to the fairies, because this is like energy that is just feels ancient to me on the earth. So we're going to look at like kind of what energies you've been working with, you are now, and what you'll be working with in the future. I'm going to do that with the well-known Fairy Oracle deck by Brian Froud. And we're going to get started and see what the fairies have to say. I think the first thing I want to ask with the cards that came out in this, Libra, are any of you like shaman, deep mystical people? You have two really profound cards. Well, this is your underline, the Dark Lady. And I mean, it's about ritual. It's about going into deep mystical realms. And sometimes we go into those areas because of maybe just intent wanting to go there, or there could be something very dramatic and emotional happening in our lives, which could either be like high happy emotions or deep sad emotions. And then you have this, like, it's very ritualistic, very mysterious, very kind of, it's funny actually, I would say very high priestessy. And in this, the himself is almost like using shamanic powers. The intensity, like this is such an intense card. You know, it's kind of crazy because in your past, you had this intense energy and you pull out eagerness with it. So, wow. So what I get is like in the past, you were doing something here that created quite a bit of spiritual work, spiritual effort. I don't know, like maybe some of you are into rituals and things like that, or some of you are into spell work, or I don't know what it could be, but it was powerful. And if it isn't, like, even if it's not something that you're consciously aware of that you do, you were doing something in the past, even if it was on a subconscious level, and it was powerful. It was so powerful. In fact, it's so powerful, like it produced an ace of earth. Like you created something in the physical through this energy. I'm kind of sitting here feeling like, to be honest, like I'm talking to somebody who has very powerful shamanic abilities. And I don't even know if you know, like to the extent that you do, you might grasp some, like this here is like, I see what it is. I know what I want to do. I could not be more excited to do it. Like, and but it's something like that hit you in the soul, and it did. And you were just going to do it. You put all of your love into it and you made it something big. You saw something, but I feel like you made it something too. With the Ace of Earth, you have the Love card, which is actually like the Lovers. So it is about divinity. It is about choices. It could be about places locally in your community too, siblings. It could be like people that you love, relationships, divine relationships that you connect with. And then the Sun, you could not see anything more clearly. Like you feel like so much immense power. I kind of want to say, I feel like the cards that are coming in like next, which are your present and your future, to me, it seems, well, okay, when I looked at it on the surface, I thought, whoa, what happened? What happened? And then I took a step back and I said, okay, wait a second. This energy in the past was so much. Like I want to say it could even be like something you might have invested like all of yourself into something. You can't do that indefinitely. You need to step back. And that's what I see. That's kind of what I see now. Not so much in the future, actually. But it's very ground. You know what it is? Whatever this is that you used your, I'm just going to keep calling it your shamanic abilities. Whatever you created a new beginning, and it's real. Like it's in the 3D. If it's not something that you are holding in your hand tangibly right now, I'm seeing like the cosmic egg turn into the golden egg and hatch. And to me, that's sort of the process, like something that was a thought, an idea, a feeling, a mystery, like cycling through those eggs in the wild unknown oracle. And then the golden egg, which is here, it's in your hand, it's the opportunity. You're going to make something of that opportunity in the future. But right now, you're just taking a breath. It feels like you're taking a breath right now. You're swimming in a lot of emotion as well. So you have she of the Cruach. Oh, yeah, I showed you. Okay. She of the Cruach, and then laziness. So there's, this just feels like cleansing, like emotional cleansing. And laziness is just not, well, it's almost like the opposite of eager. It's just like holding everything back. It's just taking a break. I would say it's almost like, well, it is, because look at this underline. You have enthusiasm into rest. See? Yeah, you have enthusiasm into rest. And then this underline is just the messenger, the knight of air, of swords. So there could be, you could feel very impulsive to want to continue to do something. But right now, all the evidence is showing you, or you're just feeling like, I need to nurture myself here a little bit. I need to have a lazy weekend. I need to have a lazy day. I need to take a couple days off work, whatever that is. I need to put my phone off the hook. If people even do that anymore. I don't even know how to do that with a cordless phone in the house. How do I do that? I don't know. So you have, but then you have the Queen of Air, the Five of Water, and the Seven of Water. I almost feel like it's time to catch up with your emotions. That's where you are right now. Because we're not really picking up any emotions in the past. We're just picking up like really strong, spiritual, shamanic, high priestess energy. And it's intense. Like it produced something. It literally manifested something. And now you're really right now, is this like a time to collect your feelings and your emotions? But there's something, I feel like there's something that you're looking at. There's something that you're looking at emotionally, or you're trying to see. Because again, it's always showing up here with, it's funny where she tends to be placed here, because I always feel like this owl is blocking her vision in this direction. And so often in the readings, well, and that's the thing too. If we look at the cards that come before it, you can see that. You can see there's nothing blocking that vision of something that you created in the 3D. It was real, and it was, I don't know what it was. Like, it just, tell me in the comments. It feels like you would have even surprised yourself with your capacity to manifest something. Like when you realize how eager you are, you can make it happen. So now, right now, it's, the focus though is something that's kind of blocked for you. And emotionally, they're not easy emotions, because it's Five of Water and the Seven of Water. So it's kind of like disappointment, and then you end up feeling confused. But there's something that you don't see. Maybe you don't see the disappointment and the confusion. Maybe that's in someone else. Because I feel like you're doing something in the future in regards to someone else. This card, these two. See, you have the Journeyman and loneliness. Now, again, there's something really intriguing about your reading, because when I first started, like, if I just look at it on the surface and I go, oh, eager. Oh, it feels like, no, I'm not eager now. Now I'm lonely. But it's not that. There's nuance to this. Like, and you got to kind of look at it to pick it up, because there's something. And here's the other thing that's interesting. himself, right? So whether you're himself or herself, whatever you are, but this is, or their self, this is himself. So this is masculine energy, really creating with that. And here, right, the sun too is masculine also. And then here is she of the Kruak. So I hope I'm saying that right. You guys have been trying to correct me for like 4 years. Because now this feminine energy, I do feel like there's more than you in this reading, that there's someone else. These could be two parts of yourself too. And I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. I don't think that would be a stretch to say, you know what, Cindy, that's what it feels like for me. I could see that because there's so much masculine energy. And even this, like a big buck with this 8 of Earth. And then we have the male lion here. Like it's just so much masculine energy in the past. And then right now it's so feminine. Like even this, it's funny, like even this little dog, it reminds me of my little dog Lily, and she's a girl, or she's a neutered, a spaded. I don't remember. I never remember those two. She's whoever she wants to be now. But she's still my little girl. So, and then here, this is all feminine. These are all feminine figures here. So really going into a feminine energy. But what I feel like I'm getting with this, I feel like you can't see something here. And what can't you see? You can't see disappointment and confusion. And I kind of feel like it's somebody around you. Why? Isn't that funny how that's coming in? I think I get that with you more than anybody else, Libra, when I do readings, is periodically like I'll get a whole section that's about someone else. But maybe that's the balance that comes in with relationships with Libra. So feeling unmotivated, I would say too, like, okay, if somebody is, down and confused, and it's their emotions, not really sure, they may feel like unmotivated. I need to nurture myself here. Could be you, but I do feel like it could be someone around you, because I honestly feel like, I don't feel like you're stepping into loneliness. Like that's what this looked like at first. I was like, whoa, what happened? It was like this intense energy, and then almost like a lack of drive, and then stepping into loneliness. And that could just be like, it could be like literal for some of you. So, but I'll show you the cards that come in with this. I honestly feel like this is almost, okay, the loneliness to me feels like something here. It feels like it could be related to she of the Kruak. Like this energy that needs to nurture itself. And maybe even if it is you, I know I might be jumping back and forth with this, because I do get the two stories. There's two stories distinctly here that both deserve to be told. And one is, I feel like you're approaching this energy, and you're approaching it with the intent to build something. And it's all in the 3D. Everything you have in the future is all pentacles. Thank you. I've been dealing with some readings that had no pentacles, and it was just, all I could get was like emotions and thoughts. And it's hard to really even figure out how to ground that reading. Like, what is this about in your life? But I'll tell you, it's about building on what you created in the past here. And you did it through a very strong masculine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine or anything in between, I do feel like this masculine energy is going to be utilized in the future. I don't know if it's feminine. I don't know. So then you have the 3 of Earth, the 4 of Earth, and the 8 of Earth. See what I mean? So grounded, so practical. Let's apply it. Let's take this new beginning. And you're taking it in the right order. I want to say you're even skipping some steps here. Like you're going from the ace to the 3. You're just leaving out the 2. There's nothing to juggle here. There's nothing to figure out. I know exactly where my intent is going to be, right? It's like binoculars. This kind of reminds me a bit of the 3 of Wands, like just the physical imagery in the card of sort of expectation, reaping what you've sown. But then you go to the 4. I feel like this is balancing something and then perfecting this balance. because then you go right into the 8. You know what you want to do, because if you miss the 5 is now feeling depleted. It's feeling like lack. It's like, it's not, it's the area that you're going to be, right? Like logically, as you're trying to build something up, because then the 6 is then you're finding some sort of balance there, give and take. The 7 is, you know what, this is not going to work long term. I have to figure out a new plan to keep moving forward, because, you know, things change and I need to change with that, or my plan does. And then the 8 is perfection. So you're working on something here that you already know. You've already got some experience in the future with something here that's related to this new beginning. And you are skipping steps. You're getting right. I feel like you're getting right into A. Let's collaborate. Let's balance this and let's perfect it. I don't know. I like it, actually. So let's clarify it, because, yeah, there are some interesting things going on here that I feel like it's not just you in here. What are you doing with himself and eagerness? Oh, I should. That sounded bad. What are you doing with yourself and your eagerness? Himself, eagerness. The 2 of Swords and the Hermit. It's kind of like, I'm eager to know what I want to do and to do it. Eager. Maybe really to come into connection with yourself too. Oh, what? Wow, that's interesting. That's kind of profound. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if you realize what you did. What is this? I'm curious about this Ace of Earth. Maybe it's something that exists. See, here's the other thing. I feel like it could be something that exists here now in the 3D that materialized. And when I say materialized, I don't think Scotty transported it down from the Starship Enterprise. I feel like, you know, like certain things happened in certain timing, relating to certain people, creating a particular environment right now. Like, right, it exists. It's there right now. Or somebody had the idea of, I'm gonna get this old car. I'm gonna fix it up. I'm gonna paint it cherry red. Right? It's not yours now. You don't even know where it is. But maybe this is something you wish for. You know, that's kind of how I feel like that could be. But you did this here. Some sort of, you were eager. I do want to say though too, you kept it to yourself. You kept this eagerness to yourself, even if it's a project that you wanted to try to work on with other people. I feel like you're true. Just the amount of excitement you have for this, you really kept it back compared to what was going on. All right, let's see this ace. This Ace of Earth. Oh, what? No, you created anxiety. What did you do? The Queen of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the King of Wands. Actually, I should say the King came out first. The King came, and it's very himself energy, isn't it? That is himself. The King of Wands. A new beginning. There's a new beginning here. Thinking about it. Oh, wow. Really thinking about it. I want to say there's a lot of thought here, because you also have the Hermit with the 2 of Swords. This is like really mulling things over in your brain. Like intensely. Almost to the point like visualization can become reality. And then there's love. So that, I mean, this could be about someone. This could be about someone that you feel an intensity for, like a deep love. And you can't, where am I putting these cards? You can't get it out of your brain. It's also, I want to say too, there might even be like, if we're still talking about some of you where these are 2 facets of yourself, your own masculine and feminine side, they're in balance. Like you're working in the same element. Drive, artistry, self-empowerment, leading yourself, leading others. It's very, very powerful, but doing this in different ways, like, you know, kind of going your own way, doing it your own way. And then with the Queen of Wands, I always feel like the King of Wands is off finding new lands. And then the Queen of Wands follows in with that and makes sure everybody there is happy. Like, are you okay? Do you know, we're going to have a festival next week and we're going to celebrate all of this new land stuff. I know you don't like the king. If you get to know him, he's fine. Come, just trust me. Everything's good. It just feels like that. Just going to go in there. It's like, you know, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're going to have festivals. We're going to have parties. He's a fun guy once you get to know him. He just conquered our land. It's okay. Things will be better. Trust me. The love. So then you have the love. Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. That's interesting. That is interesting. This reading, where's it going? Because this is kind of like that. That's that energy. So you kind of, in a way, to me, you have a very shamanic and High Priestess energy. Perhaps, again, this could be the two elements of yourself. And then here's the High Priestess and love. It's interesting with the Two of Pentacles. Is this trying to weigh it out? Is this trying to like analyze things from a very technical standpoint in regards to how you feel about something or how someone else feels about something? That's interesting. Do we weigh love? Do we weigh that? Or it's preparing. It could be preparation and managing the things that you need to manage right now, although this was in the past, to prepare for something in the future, because you skipped the two. You skipped the two, right? You skipped that Two of Pentacles in the future. So you were dealing with it in the past. You're getting ahead of yourself, but so far it seems like you're not missing a beat yet. That's good. And then there's that High Priestess. So there's like a counterpart energy really sitting in this reading. It's funny though, because when we go over to the feminine, I feel like she's 5 of water and 7 of water. Something's blocking. There's always something blocking her. I'll be glad when this card comes out and things start showing up like this. Like, you know, so everything is seen. It's not happening for that Queen of Swords lately. So there we go. Put that back. Now let's look at the Sun. The Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. Eager. Wow, there's an eagerness to definitely to move out of any sort of disenchanted energy, to get to a much better place here, to rectify. See, well, that's interesting because of the 4, we got the 4, 5, and the 7 here in emotions. You're handling things in a very practical way. Your masculine side. So I'm going to talk in doubles here. In terms of the feminine, whether that is someone outside of you who is more feminine, or it is your feminine side, that part is going through like a bit of a tricky navigation. So let's look at that. She is the crew walk and laziness. I'm going to nurture myself. I don't know what's going on. I'm so disappointed. She is the crew walk and laziness. It's very clear. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords and the 5 of Swords. What is that? That just feels like somebody cut out clarity. But why? Why did that happen? Look at it. It almost is like clarity is blocked. Oh, I know something. No, I don't. What am I talking about? What is that? It is almost like somebody's thinking got into their emotions. Let's see that. Let's see what's going on. Why is the Queen of Swords? Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Actually, no, that doesn't feel like it's a lack of clarity. Oh, maybe this is this is an understanding about something that was eliminated in the past, or something that had to be eliminated. Or it could be a clarity about, you know, why certain things are just the way they are, you know, and you can't win in a certain situation. It's a really interesting combination. The Ace of Swords into the Five of Swords. Even the She of the Kruak is number 5. So even that is an energy. There's 3 5s right here. This is inspired by love. This Queen of Air is inspired by love. But this is like sad love. 5 of Water. And the 7 of Water. The 5 of Water. The 8 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Oh, there's 3 here. The 3 of Pentacles. The Page of Wands and the 4 of Swords. All right. Okay. This is emotional state. Disappointed of actually. So it's funny because I said there's really like you're not really dealing with emotions in the past, except the feeling of some sort of opportunity having been missed at some point, and maybe feeling a little bit disenchanted. Eager to move beyond that, and now it's understanding why something. It could be understanding. Okay, maybe that is it. Maybe it's like understanding why something was cut out and wanting to rectify it, but not knowing how. Because too, when you don't know how, like, I don't know if laziness is the right term, but it might just be like, this is just not a time for any action. It's a time for feeling things. Be careful not to overthink, I would say. But, okay, the 5 of Water, the 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. So this is really trying to move out of a space where one is emotionally disconnected and quickly move into this 3 of Earth, which is in the future, into like kind of working together here. And I want to say talking about things that make it feel better. The Page of Wands and the 4 of Swords. This is conversation, this is communication that is healing. So this is also interesting because there's this 9 of Swords sitting between the King and Queen of Wands. So there could be, like, because the 4 of Swords is here, it's also kind of healing and calming the mind. Could be some sort of conversation that does that. Gets rid of some sort of anxiety, like you're in that, but you're not doing it. I don't think you're doing that right now with laziness. You're holding that back. The 7 of Water. The 6 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. I want to say this is successfully overcoming, like overcoming, and then that's it. Because this is a confused. So to have success over the 7 of Wands, right? That would be good because the 7 of Wands is about illusions. You have so many choices. You really don't know what to do and you could feel kind of stuck. Being confused, not really understanding, delusional, you know how deep it can get. But having success over that. And then the 10 of Swords, it's like, that's it. That's over. Cutting that out. Ending that. I'm just hearing once and for all. So is there ever a once and for all with us not being confused about things, or at least so maybe something in particular? All right, look at this. The Journeyman to Loneliness. I want to look at both of these separately. The Journeyman. Look at the Queen of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. See, it is, and more Pentacles. Creating something, really establishing something here. Now, what's the loneliness? So cute. Is a knight with a plan and a place. No, it's the Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. There could be even like a place here in the future, even with the 8, that misses you, or I don't know. But this is like stepping into your castle. It's like going somewhere that you're meant to go. But I feel like this place, it's the Knight of Pentacles and loneliness. It has a plan. It has a plan, and it has stability, and it has foundation. But what is a castle without its queen? What is a castle without its king? So maybe it's a place that doesn't even have leadership. I don't know. Could be. You have strong that. At least you did in the past. But you're either the king, or you're either the king and or the Queen of Wands. So it's transforming your energy to suit something here too. It could be something like, this is very creative energy in the past, extremely creative. And now in the future, this is becoming something very practical, very grounded. We can all see this. We can all understand it for the most part. And we feel its effects. I feel like the now is sort of like, it's alchemy. It's kind of like switching this into that energy. And it's even right? It's so appropriate that you have the queen, even the Queen of Cups in this now with all that cup energy. It's clear that you have a love. I want to say it's clear that you have a love, or you have maybe a sense of, it might, I don't know, something in terms of how you use it, how the Queen of Air with the Queen of Cups. This is like somebody who I'm just hearing who clearly loves. Someone who clearly loves. And the Ace of Wands, this is so inspiring. Like, so it kind of feels like you could do this with yourself. Sorry. Sorry. I'm very immature. I'm an Aries and I'll never grow out of it. I'll be 80 years old and I'll still be talking like this and then laughing at myself. So the Three of Earth, clearly loving myself. I don't know, sorry. The Three of Earth. I just say the things that we know we're all thinking. The Ten of Wands, boy, walking into a burden. Expecting a burden, looking for a burden. Let's build with this burden. What is that? The Three of Earth with the Ten of Wands. It says loneliness too. Okay, it says loneliness. And the Knight of Pentacles with... It honestly, it's like... I feel like it's been a while since it's like that Supertramp song. It's like a king without a castle. No, a queen without a castle, a king without a throne. But this is like... a castle without a queen and a throne without a king. All right. So what is this? This Ten of Wands is the burden to build, to work together. Or there's a missing piece. That's what that feels like. There's a missing piece to the puzzle in the future, and somehow you're fitting into this. You're the queen for the castle. And I don't know who's the dirty rascal. As soon as I said that, I thought there's probably some sort of like a derogatory or racist thing connected with that, and I do apologize because I don't even know. So the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Oh, it was the thing that you created in the past. You're gonna build it. You're gonna see who you see. Okay, there's the Queen of Swords. It's seeing the love. It's seeing the burden of love. Sometimes I feel like I slip into the lyrics of an 80s song or something. This is the burden of love. The Four of Earth. The Sun. Oh, it's the stability. Okay, you want to ground the Sun. So the sun is right. We have the Four of Cups and the Six of Swords. Like you want to get this Sun somewhere. And the Sun is something that you know clear. You feel it in your heart's desire. You could not be more sure of something in your life. Nothing has ever spoken to you more clearly than this. But shit, like that didn't work out. And now I got to take it somewhere better. So that's where you're going in the future. And it is, I feel like it is like, okay, I'm hitting the Sun and I'm balancing it and we're not moving. So you're changing. It's still actually, it's the number of it. It's like, okay, this needs to move from an emotional feeling of disappointment to a physical, solid, that's where we sit with the sun. Like, that's it. See how it is alchemy. The Ace of Earth. Maybe you're going to use a cello or violin or a bass. I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's no size perspective. I feel like it's a cello. The King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. It almost feels like holding out for what you love. Holding out for what you love. The Ace of Earth. Holding out for what you love, holding out for who you love. And then the Six of Pentacles at the bottom, but I'm not done. This is so interesting. So the Dark Lady's at the bottom. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups. Sorry, I snorted. I'm just laughing because the Six of Cups was missing here, right? Right now you have the 5, the 7, and the 8. But you're missing the 6, which often is like connected to soulmates and stuff. I don't know. It's like dark, mysterious, untouchable, unreachable. Ne touche pas. I don't know. Ooh, this is kind of exotic. The Dark Lady. And you're the shaman though. I don't know. This is cool. But you're resting your enthusiasm. You're curbing it. If anything, I would say it's because you're holding out for what you love or who you love. Enthusiasm. It's the Devil and the Seven of Cups. Now the Devil was in reverse. It's been a while actually since I've done the Devil in reverse. What do I want to say about the Devil in reverse? I feel like if I put the Devil in reverse, I produce the Lover's card because they mimic each other in the tarot. Which would make sense because that's about our divine choices. It's about a more divine path. It's overcoming something to pick a more divine path here. And then it's about our choices. And the Seven of Cups can be having like too many choices. You don't know what to do. So it could be trying to rectify something. I don't know. There is something like trying to correct a Seven of Cups and that be the end of that. So rest. It's like you're holding off on something. The wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups. It's moving with your heart. But so it's almost like, okay, your heart can't move right now. For whatever reason. I don't know. But your heart can't move right now. So it's just swimming in this energy and you're just trying to like utilize it to nurture yourself. And then in the future, I see you, I can only describe it as it feels like it would be a place. There's so many pentacles, it has to be. It's just, gosh, like this is something that's real. It's a place without a queen. So the King of Cups is there. And grounding this fulfillment and holding out for what you love. It could be like, even if this is work, like this could be work because you have the 8, like you could be holding out. So you could even be, some of you could be temporarily I say temporarily because I don't know that you're fully committed to something if it's work related. You could be stepping into something where you fit it quite nicely. It could be a job position of some sort. But I feel like you're actually really holding out for what you love. And even if you decide to bypass some job opportunities and hold out for what you love, you're going to get something here that you step into. You really fit into it. It's like you're a piece to a missing puzzle with this loneliness. Like it's like your energy comes in and it satisfies something, like the Queen of Pentacles into the 10, into the 10. It's like the woman or the man with the plan coming in to the 10 there. Oh, that's what I have. What's at the bottom now? Oh, the Empress. Oh, hi. What are you doing? I don't know. Where'd she come from? Abundance. Like really producing abundance. It is. Your energy is very much that. Like through the whole thing. And it's even sort of like looking at timelines. Like not everything is created in a split second, in a snap of a finger. And you've created something here. And it's like an alchemy of emotions before everything steps into reality. Yeah, that's how I would say it in a nutshell after all that. So I'm going to go do the extended Libra. And the extended, we're going to use the energy oracle deck. And we're going to see what the universe wants to talk to you about. Just like that. It's just open. Okay. Thanks, Libra. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.